We can look at the essential principles of liberalism in terms of their views of the individual, their views of society, and liberal views of history itself. The liberal tradition, the classical liberal tradition, which emerges in opposition to monarchies actually, believes that individuals are possessed of reason and they want to be free. And therefore, and this leads to their vision of society, the best way to organize society is to set it up in such a way that individuals have the greatest realm of autonomy to use their reason to run their lives as they see fit. So liberals believed, as a result of this, in smaller government that would not interfere in people's personal beliefs and their right to practice religion, in the way they conducted their affairs. They also believed that states should not interfere in the economy because people should be able to use their rationality. They could defend their own interests, enter into contracts, conduct business as they saw fit. And finally, of course, liberals believed that if you could set up a society in these terms, that things would get better. Liberalism is, in essence, an optimistic worldview. It believes in progress. And this was characteristic of many of the Enlightenment thinkers who we studied in the Enlightenment, and the revolutionaries who so optimistically set out to remake France at the end of the 18th century were imbued with these ideas. But of course, the French Revolution didn't work out the way that many people had planned. The terror, the violence, the civil conflict, the wars, and the terrible suffering that was inflicted upon Europe as a result of the French Revolution caused many liberals in Europe to back away from their enthusiastic support of these ideas, and they sought more moderate goals. So instead of endorsing outright democratic reforms, they might insist upon high qualifications of property ownership for citizenship. They weren't going to let everybody vote. They were only going to let those people vote who had a stake in the nation. And in the first half of the 18th century, or the first half of the 19th century, I'm sorry, we see a much more moderate vision of liberalism taking place, while at the same time, liberalism was being outflanked on the left by the emergence of a new ideology, socialism, which was an even more radical and revolutionary critique, both of the monarchies that still ruled in much of Europe and of liberal plans for reform.